Namaste and welcome to today's 20-minute session. This yoga practice will help you calm down your anxiety, stress, depression, or any of the negative emotions, lower vibrational emotions that you may be feeling that may be affecting your day-to-day life. It's a quick, simple practice that you can do every day to release yourself of the negative emotions and feel positive for the rest of the day. Let's start. Coming into Sukhasana pose with the cross-legged position, your spine straight, neck neutral, shoulders relaxed. You can roll your shoulders a little bit to relax them. Palms in Chin Mudra, rested on your knee with arms straight, or you may relax the arms, soft elbows, and place your palms upwards on the thighs. Remember to keep your spine straight. Close your eyes, lift your chin up slightly to focus your gaze in between your eyebrows, where the Agya Chakra or the pineal gland is located. Let's start with simple Om chanting to bring ourselves into the present moment, into the practice fully. Take a couple of deep breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale, and as we exhale this time, chant Om with me 3 times. Inhale. Om. Deep inhale. Another deep inhale. Notice how the Om vibration instantly lifts up your spirits because it raises your frequency from lower emotions to higher emotions, and it brings you to the present moment by activating all your 5 senses. To ground yourself to the present moment, that's all you have to do. When you feel centered and present, gently open your eyes and let's start today's practice. We often hold a lot of our negative emotions in form of stiffness in our neck and shoulder area or our hips area. So let's try to release the stiffness in these areas through this practice. Starting with raising our palms up with an inhalation, slowly interlacing the fingers, facing the palm upwards, looking up, letting the chest expand and feel the pull upwards as if something is pulling you to stretch your entire upper body. Breathe normally. Exhale to release. Let's do side bends. Inhale to prepare. Raise your one arm up. Support with the other palm. Exhale and bend to your left side. Try to touch your ear to your arm. Try to keep the whole body in one plane. Let the chest expand and feel the stretch on your right side. Breathe normally. Inhale to come back and Exhale to bend to the other side. Remember to keep your entire body, entire torso in one plane so that your body is not bending forward or backward. What we want to do is have the entire torso in one plane like this. Breathing normally. Come back. Let's twist our neck backwards from left to right with normal breathing. 5 times. 3. 5. 7. 9. And release. Next, bring your arms in goddess arms pose like this, stretching out, letting the back bend and chest expand with an inhalation as far back as you can. Exhale and hug yourself. Rounding the spine, trying to look towards your navel. Inhale, goddess arms. Look up, round the spine in a back bend. Exhale, hug yourself. This time, try to bring the other arm on top of the first one. One more time. Inhale, goddess arms. Let your chest expand, let your lungs breathe. Exhale and hug yourself, round the spine inwards completely. Relax. From here, let's go on to our next asana, which is the tabletop position. Bring your palms just beneath your shoulders and your knees just beneath your hip bones. Do not let your spine dip or be up like this. Try to keep it neutral and straight. Your toes should be curled out, or if you need more balance, you can curl them in. What we are going to do is the Marjari Bithalasana, the cat and cow pose. We have already done the seated version of it. Now we are doing the tabletop version of it. So as you inhale, go into the cow pose, look up, let your chest expand, let your belly button drop, back bend from your spine. Exhale, go into the cat pose by looking at your belly button, rounding the spine upwards, stretching as much as we can. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Feel your spine warming up. 2 more times. Inhale, look up, let your body stretch, and exhale, let your back stretch as much as possible, contract your abdomen. Coming back to the neutral tabletop position, from here, let's go into the puppy pose by walking our hands forward and trying to touch our chin to the mat in this position. With an inhale, once you're in the pose, breathe normally. Let your shoulders stretch in this pose. Feel the stretch in your arms, shoulders, your entire upper body. This is releasing the stiffness around your neck and shoulders and back region, upper back. Stay in this pose for 10 more breaths. Easy, relaxed. Keep breathing normally. Make sure that you're not touching the forehead to the ground and trying to touch the chin to the ground instead. This will help you maintain the right alignment in the pose. Relax, feel the stretch. Slowly walk your hands back, coming back into the tabletop position. From here, let's go into thread the needle pose. What we do here is inhale to prepare, raise one of the arms parallel to the ground, and as we exhale, thread the needle. It goes in like a thread inside the needle. Walk the other arm forward and rest your head on the ground like so. Relax in this pose, breathe normally. Once you're in the pose, feel the gentle back bend and the stretch in your shoulders and upper back. Relax, let the pose do its job of releasing the stiffness in your upper region and improving your posture in the process. Slowly come back with an inhalation to the tabletop position, and let's repeat it on the other side. Inhale to prepare and exhale. Thread the needle, walk the other hand forward, rest your head on the ground. Feel the stretch. Coming back to the tabletop position. Let's now go into the child's pose or Balasana by separating your knees like so. Raise your arms up and come into the child's pose, Balasana. Try to touch your chin to the ground. The entire torso straight. Feel the stretch in your legs and feel the hips opening. Again. Relax in this pose. Breathe normally. Keep the back and neck neutral and relaxed. Gently walk your hands to the right side like this. Feel the stretch on your left side. And now walk your hands to the left side to stretch your right side. Coming back to the tabletop position. From here, let's go into Parvatasana or the downward dog position by lifting our knees up and coming on our all fours. Try to touch the heels to the ground. It's okay if your knees look like this and you're not able to touch your heels to the ground. Slowly try to increase the stretching of your hamstrings by pulsing the legs like this. Try to imagine that your tailbone is being pulled up. Try to keep your arms straight and do not round your head like this. Imagine that you're trying to touch the forehead to the ground and not the crown of your head to the ground. Try to keep stretching in this pose, breathing normally, feel the stretch. This strengthens your upper body. If you're not used to inversions, it takes your blood circulation to your head area and calms and relaxes you in this process. From here, with an inhalation, go into Bhujangasana, supporting the upper body on your palms, resting the lower body completely on the mat, toes curled out. Breathe normally once you're in the pose. Look up with your neck, feel the back bend, stretch, support your entire upper body with your palms. Stay here for a few breaths. And come back and relax in Shashankasana or the rabbit pose like this. So in this case, unlike child's pose, your buttocks are lifted up. They are not on the mat. They are lifted up and your arms are facing backwards instead of forwards. They are pointed backwards. The head is on the ground this time. Breathe normally and feel the relaxation in this pose. Slowly come back up and come to the butterfly pose like this by bringing both your feet together in front of you. Try to bring them as close to the pelvis as possible for you. Try to stretch in this pose by flapping your legs like a butterfly's wings like this to go deeper into the stretch. You may also push down on your knees to deepen the stretch. Feel your hips opening up. With each flap, feel the stretch in the inner thighs. Continue to do this for about 30 seconds. Breathing normally, make sure your spine is straight and both your sitting bones are on the ground. Do not lift them up. Try to center your mind. Try to have the thoughts of past and future stay put for the duration of this practice, because we need to be completely in the present moment. And to come back to the present moment from your thoughts, just bring your awareness to your breath. From here, go back and lie down with your back on the mat in Supta Baddha Konasana. So this was Baddha Konasana. And now we are going to relax in Supta Baddha Konasana. This will continue to release the stiffness in the hips area and also give you some relaxation. It's a very good pose for menstrual discomfort and of course for releasing anxiety, depression, stress, which we tend to store in our hips area a lot. Feel the release. Inhale the positivity of this moment and exhale all the stiffness and negative emotions. Relax in this pose and continue to inhale the goodness of this moment and exhale the negativity and the stiffness in the body, any pains and aches, any tension you may be holding on to, let it go with every exhale. Bring your legs together and from here let's go into Setu Bandhasana or the bridge pose by lifting both the buttocks up like so with an inhalation, since it's a back bend, taking support from your arms, shoulder, neck and feet firmly on the ground. Make sure that you're contracting your glute muscles and engaging your thigh muscles to get into this pose so that there is no unnecessary pressure coming on your lower back. If your glutes and thighs are not engaged, only then will the pressure come on the lower back, because the lower back will then be doing all the job of lifting your buttocks up. To avoid that, engage your glutes and thigh muscles. If you still feel any pain in your lower back, lower the lift a little bit so that you are comfortable. Breathe normally in this pose. Try to stay for a few more breaths. Release and relax and hug your knees. Go into half Pavan Muktasana. In Pavan Muktasana, your head is also supposed to be lifted Here we are letting the head rest on the floor and we are just doing a counter to the back bend of bridge pose that we have done. From here, you can rock your body front to back like this to massage your spine. Feel the massaging of the spine, feel the counter that is happening to the back bend that you're doing. And release, straighten your body. And let's go into Supta Matsyendrasana. Bring your body into a T shape like this. Arms straight in perpendicular to the body. Inhale to prepare, raise one of your legs up like so and exhale and bring the leg to the other side, trying to touch the knee to the ground, and at the same time look to the opposite side so that your entire body is in a twist. Feel the twist. Stay here, try to touch both your shoulders on the ground. Do not lift the shoulders. There must be some lifting happening. In case you're not flexible, that's okay. Just push a little bit beyond your comfort zone, not too much. Try to touch the heel, the knee to the ground and the shoulder to the ground. Breathe normally, feel the twist and let your body relax. Don't stiffen your body. This is supposed to be a relaxing pose. Come back, straighten that leg and now lift the other leg and twist to the other side, touching the heel to the ground, the opposite elbow, opposite shoulder to the ground, looking to the other side, bringing the whole body into a twist and relaxing, breathing normally, releasing any tension in the legs, arms, back, neck. Try to relax in this pose. Keep breathing normally. Alright, come back and let's go into Shavasana. Straighten your whole body. Feet hip width apart, arms parallel to the body, palms facing up. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now bring one palm to your heart and the other palm to your belly. And let's practice yogic breathing, in which we do deep belly breathing. So when we inhale, we fill up our belly with air as much as possible and let the belly expand. And then let the chest expand by filling up with air. And as we exhale, let the belly go down and the chest go down. So the chest goes down first and then the belly. This is how it looks like. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to do the yogic breathing for a minute or two. Feel yourself being alive in this moment. Try to visualize how the oxygen goes in through your breath into your lungs, goes to every part of your body through your blood, feeds the cells and takes back the toxins in the form of carbon dioxide and releases them in your exhale. Feel gratitude for this miraculous process happening in our body every living moment, which we often forget to acknowledge and be grateful for. Continue to inhale the positivity of this beautiful moment, but sometimes we forget to acknowledge it and feel gratitude for it. Release and breathe normally for a few breaths. Come back into the present moment by activating all your 5 senses. Feel the positivity of this moment. And when you're ready, take a side and gently come up. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. You can come back to it whenever you feel stressed, anxious, or depressed, and I promise you it will help you. It will help raise your vibrations, raise your energy, and get you into a positive mode. Thank you for being here.